welcome. We've got some softball action here in Aldine. We've got the Nimitz Lady Cougars versus the Aldine Lady Mustangs. Getting ready to get started here. Just got done with the national anthem. It looks like the Lady Cougars will be on defense to start this one. So we'll get a look at the Aldine Lady Mustangs first on offense. In the circle for Nimitz, we have Marcia Shaw getting the start. Throwing to her catcher, Veronica Calderon. So we get ready to go here. We've got Abigail Ruiz starting off for Aldine. Excuse us there, a little bit of a mix-up. I had the teams flipped, but we have a little bit of an infield hit. That'll be an easy out at first base. And that was Sarah Sanchez for Aldine. Aldine, again, getting the first at-bat here. Emily Hiracheta coming up, 1 out. The pitcher, Alondra Guzman, gets a swing and a miss. Throwing to catcher Lily Brook, excuse me from earlier. Now we have 1 strike and 1 out. Here comes the delivery, and that'll be another called strike. 0-2. Comes another, and that's a high popped out around second base, and she can't make the play. There'll be a run to second base. Right fielder loses the glove to make that throw, and that'll be a double on the error. Good effort, good hustle to turn that into 2 bases after the error on the drop. Now we'll have Jasmine Guerrera at the plate. We'll take a ball 1, 1-0. Guerrero takes another ball. Should be 2. Here comes another delivery, and that'll be a short hit. Goods by the pitcher, and a misplay. Another misplay there at second base. This time, Camila Reyna.
Our next batter is number 8,
Once again, the target. Now there are runners at the corners. Number 8, Natalie A. Stepping up, left side box, and she'll skip one through, and that'll be another mishandled ball there at second base, the shortstop this time. And that'll be a run scored.
Our next batter is number 7, Leilani Fortunella.
Looks like there's going to be a visit to the circle here. Defense so far for Nimitz, giving up a few errors here early on, which has led to an early run with runners at the corners. Seems they got that out at second base. Excuse me. Seems they did not. And now we have Leilani Fortunella here, right-handed batter. She'll keep one in field. And that'll be an out there at third base. Nice effort by Alyssa Rocha. And that'll be the second out of the game.
Our next batter is number 10, Veronica Calderon.
So already here early on in the first inning, a couple of errors by the Lady Cougars, and there is already one run on the board for Aldine. Here we'll have Veronica Calderon taking her chops, and she'll watch a first ball. Guzman trying to recover a bit. She'll throw a second ball in a row. Calderon getting ready to take another chop at it. Here it comes, and that's 3-0. And that ball gets thrown away. Runner will advance. Natalie A. Runners at the corners again. 2 outs. A 3-0 count for Veronica Calderon. She steps in. Guzman delivers, and that'll get tapped out to that right field, and that'll go deep. There are going to be extra bases here as the right fielder still can't collect the ball. That one runs home. The second run is going to come home. And we now have a 3-0 lead on the 2 RBI triple by Veronica Calderon. Knocked it into that deep right field corner. And now, Calderon sitting there at third. But she'll come in on the passed ball. And that'll be another run for Aldine. The passed ball allows Calderon to finish off the triple with the score. Celeste Mesa now at bat.
Okay, Jerry, sheet downstairs.
That'll be a nice strike on the off speed.
Okay, I'll sign out.
Hits that top right corner of the strike zone. That'll be 0-1. That one's just a bit inside. Mesa with a 1-1 count. 2 outs. That one will get tapped right back into the soft spot between the defense. And she'll stop for a single. Threatened for the double.
Our next batter is number 13, Celeste Mesa.
And that'll be an infield hit. And another misplayed ball by second base. That'll stretch out as Mesa, gets to third base. Runners at the corners again.
Our next batter, number 11, Tatiana Barbosa.
we go. Runners at the corners. And a runner goes. And another pass ball. That'll be another score as Mesa comes in. Errors. Passed balls by the catcher, Lily Brooke. Some wild pitches. And now we have a 5-0 lead. That'll be pop fly. Lily Brooke collects that, and that'll be the end of the inning. But a big one for the Aldine Lady Mustangs. They scratch in 5 runs across the board to get this game started here at the top of the first inning. And we'll be right back.
Alright, coming up to the plate for the Lady Cougars is number 1, Abigail Reese.
All right. Nimitz Lady Cougars getting their first cuts at it. Abigail Ruiz, and the first one up. In the batter's box, we've got Jasmine Guerrero in the circle. And Natalie Azmi Shustari playing catcher. Ruiz digs in, gets ready for the delivery by Guerrero, and here it comes. Left-handed. A bunt attempt for a strike, but that one was well outside. Ruiz just trying to get something on the ground. But a nice little off-speed by Guerrero. 0-1, here's the swing and a miss by Ruiz. Guerrero with 2 strong pitches. And here comes the third pitch. And that one will roll. Ball short of the plate. That'll be the first ball. preparing to deliver the 1-2. That's well outside. Try to get some arc on that one on the curve, but misses the zone, and now it's 2-2. That one rolls in as well, and now we have a full count for Ruiz. Abigail Ruiz fighting back after a couple of difficult attempts for strikes. Now we have a full count. Guerrero pops her up infield, and the play is made by Sarah Sanchez. The shortstop coming in to collect that one.
Now it's that, number 2, Stephanie Linzer.
And now we'll have Stephanie Linzer dig in. Guerrero battling there and forcing the pop-up in the infield. Linzer watches that first one for an inside ball. Guerrero, the lefty, using some off speed here early on. Another one there, but that'll be the second ball. Guerrero, a nice curve hitting that top left corner. And just fooling her opponents with breaking balls. As Guerrero gets another swing and a miss. Linzer, that one was in her wheelhouse. Uncorks a big swing, but just misses. Now we have a 2-2. One out. That one's going to roll, and Guerrero has rolled a few pitches so far. A couple of very low pitches, not making it all the way to the plate, and she has working with another full count. Battling each of these first two batters, and that one is high and will be the first walk of the game. Now we'll have Josephine Vildo step up after Linzer drew the walk. Nimitz looking to cut into that lead, and Linzer will try to steal, and she'll get in second safely on the standing steal. As Mishu Stari tried to cut her down at second base. But Linzer is in safely, and that'll be a hit to the outfield, safely caught by the outfielder and left, and that'll go over. Linzer will cut into third and get in safely. So on the error, Linzer will come up to third. Two outs in the inning. And the pitcher, Alondra Guzman, will come up, trying to bring Linzer home and get on the board. Here's the first delivery, and that'll hit will be in the infield, and it'll get stopped up, and she's safe. That'll be an RBI. Strong effort by second base. Strong effort by second base to dive and get that one. She knew she couldn't make the turn to throw, so she passed off to her shortstop, Sarah Sanchez, and not in time as the RBI single comes in. Now we have Ayana Garcia taking her cuts. She'll swing at the first, and that'll be popped foul. First run of the game in for Nimitz. Battling Guerrero to a couple of full counts. Drawing the walk. For Linzer scoring the first run. And now we have a 5-1 Aldine lead. Guerrero getting ready to deliver to Garcia. Here's the pitch, and that is low. And we have a steal. And she's safe. Alondra Guzman. Takes that second base. And now with no balls and one strike, Garcia receives again. And she'll watch that one go high. That ball will go over the pitcher's glove, but no damage done. Still one runner at second. Garcia at the plate. Guerrero. And that'll roll through into the outfield. Could be a scored run. The throw is late. And that will turn into a double for Ayana Garcia. An RBI double for Garcia to bring in Guzman. Now Alyssa Rocha will have a runner in scoring position. We'll have a defense meeting. Guerrero trying to settle in here. A couple of full counts, as well as a few runs here early on. Aldine had the big 5-run first inning. But Nimitz, with a little bit of a counter of their own, having a 2-out rally here. Right now, Alyssa Rocha at the plate with 2 balls and 1 strike, looking to maybe put one into the outfield to bring home that second base runner. The pitch. And that's another wild pitch on a passed ball. Runner will advance. And now Garcia's at third base, hoping to get a hit from Rocha to bring her in. Guerrero digs in, winds up, and that one's well outside, inside and high. And that'll be a walk. First base given up by Guerrero, her second walk of the game.
Now batting number 12, Camilla Reyna.
We've got runners at the corners here. Garcia at third, Rocha at first. Umps will stop.
So wait, what?
Looks like we had a little bit of confusion there with the call.
What? 3-1. Oh, okay, hold on.
So actually take that walk back from Guerrero. That was actually only the third ball. But she will go ahead and take that fourth ball. Same situation, but just needed that payoff pitch.
Well, Camilla Reyna.
And now we'll have Camilla Reyna come in with runners at the corners. Left-handed batter up against the left-handed pitcher. 2 out still here in this rally as the Lady Cougars have cut into that deficit. She'll take that one inside. And a mistake there by Garcia. Caught out a little bit too much at third base. Really, the steal came in at second. Didn't need to lead off that much off of third, and she's picked off. End of the inning. But Nimitz cutting back into this one a little bit, scoring 2 runs, and it's only a 3-run deficit as Aldine gets the ball back. We'll be right back. And we're going to get started here with Sarah Sanchez taking her cuts. She'll take a first pitch strike as Alondra Guzman looking to kind of recover from that tough first inning. Allowed 5 runs, not all of them earned, but that will be a second ball. 2 balls and a strike. Guzman trying to lock in, but that'll be another ball on the outside pitch. Sanchez digging in, and that'll be a strike at top left corner. A little bit of speed. Guzman stepping on the gas somewhat. Breezes that one by. We have a full count at 3-2 for Sarah Sanchez. Delivery. And that's a walk. First walk of the game for Guzman.
Number 4, Emily Hirachata.
Emily Iracheta coming up. Iracheta tries to bunt, and that's clipped off, tipped foul. Iracheta coming away with a strike on that bunt attempt, has a runner at first. Iracheta watches that one, and the steal attempt. Sanchez slides in. Another easy steal. Lily Brooks tried to gun that runner down, but we'll have a discussion here with the coach in the blue. Seems everything checks out. Runner at second after the steal. We have Emily Hiracheta. Coming in after the leadoff walk. Another outside pitch. That'll be the first ball of the at bat. 2 strikes and a ball. That one's high. Another passed ball. And Sarah Sanchez is running home. And she's going to get it standing up. Lily Brooks slow to dig that one out from the back wall. And a run in from second base by Sarah Sanchez to score. Aldine up 6-2 as Hiracheta takes another cut. That's tipped foul. Hiracheta. We have 3 balls, 2 strikes. As Hiracheta has worked a full count from Guzman. Full count delivery, and that is high. Another walk. Guzman's second of the game. Now we have Jasmine Guerrero coming up. Guerrero with a runner on first after the walk. Already a pretty high-scoring affair for Aldine, looking to try to turn this inning into a big one as well. No outs, 1 ball and a strike on the delivery, and that hit will go out into the outfield. A tap in may send Hiracheta to third base on a long single by Jasmine Guerrero. Natalie Asmishustari coming in. That's a wild pitch. And another run comes in. Hiracheta brings that one in on a wild pitch. And Guzman and Lily Brooke having some difficulties. Guerrero stands at second. We've got Asmishustari still at the plate. It looks like we'll have a substitution here. We'll get a new catcher in there. That's Ayana Richard or Antonio Wilson. That'll be the first out. Asmishustari gets to first base. But the first out of the inning is in. That will be popped into the infield. Nearly a double play opportunity, but can't make the play there at first base. Pitch is just a little high. Another discussion between Nimitz coach and the defensive players. Excuse me, it's Abigail Ruiz coming in to relieve Lily Brook at catcher. There's Antonia Wilson stepping out into the outfield as a substitution. The Blues will discuss. And so that double play will count. Got to base on the pop fly, throw out at first base, and that'll be the end of the inning. Now, Lady Cougars will try to get those 2 runs back, plus the 3-run deficit that they left after the first inning. Discussion will continue, but we'll be right back. All right. Now Nimitz will start off at the bottom of the second. Camila Reyna stepping into the box. And Aldine looking to have a shutout inning after allowing 2 runs in that first. Couple of walks there by Guerrero. Now, Reyna will dig in. Left-handed batter will take a chop at that first pitch. Swing and a miss for the first strike. Guerrero trying to settle in a bit. Trying to avoid the full counts as she dealt with there in that first inning. Delivery is very high. Cannot bring that one down. Guerrero getting ready to deliver once again to Reyna with the 1-1. That one's going to roll. And Guerrero has definitely rolled a few pitches here early on. Few of these deliveries well short. And that'll be the 2-1. Here it comes. Another one. Tapping the dirt before reaching the catcher. And we have 3 balls, 1 strike, no outs for the leadoff batter. Guerrero looking to try to battle back here. And that'll be the 4th ball and her 3rd issued walk. Now we've got Giselle Guerrero coming in. Batter at first after the leadoff walk, looking to get a hit into the outfield. Here's the first pitch, and a swing and a miss. Off speed just gets underneath it. Casel Guerrero can't get to that pitch by Jasmine Guerrero for the Lady Mustangs. Jasmine with another high pitch there, and that'll be the first ball. Another delivery. That one's going to be low. It's going to be a wild pitch that bounces off the catcher, and it'll be an easy stand-up take to second base for Camila Reyna. Still got Casel Guerrero there at the plate, working with 2 balls and 1 strike. Jasmine Guerrero trying to get some more control as she throws her second strike. Guerrero versus Guerrero. Jasmine delivers, and that'll be a hit just over the second baseman's glove. Casel sends Reyna to third base on the hit.
Now it's lately at number 5, Antonia Wilson.
Now we'll have Antonia Wilson substitute who came in. She'll pick up at the plate with runners at the corners. No outs. That'll be a first pitch strike. They'll check in on at third base with Reyna. No one goes. And now we have an 0-1. No outs. Guerrero trying to maintain here. Keep that run from third from scoring, and that'll be a swing and a miss. Second strike. Wilson steps out of the batter's box. It's ready to watch down the 0-2. No outs. Guerrero over her head. And that's going to be a wild pass. They will get a score from it. Reyna comes in while Casel Guerrero runs to second. And Nimitz chipping away. Nimitz slowly coming back here. Scratching across a few runs. Still no outs here in this inning. Trying to match those 2 runs that were scored at the top of the second. Right now we have Antonia Wilson. One ball and 2 strikes. That'll be the second ball. And another passed ball by the catcher. As Shustari couldn't get control of that one. And Casel Guerrero will come up to third base. Delivery. That one's going to roll along the ground. So runner at third, full count for Wilson. Guerrero having some struggles here in this inning. Still no outs. Full count. Payoff pitch incoming. That's going to get tapped pop. As Shustari collects that one. After a strong battle, Guerrero forces the pop. Now now with one out, Abigail Ruiz will come in. The runner at third, looking to bring her in. Comes first pitch. The at bat is high. Tried to clip that top of the strike zone, but just a bit too high on the off speed. Guerrero will get tapped up into the infield. Nice catch there by Celeste Mesa. That'll be the second out, and Stephanie Linzer will take her chance to try to bring that run home and cut into this deficit. Match those runs from the top of the second. Linzer watches ball one. Linzer digging in. Guerrero winds up. That'll be another low. As Shustari struggles with it. Two balls in a row. A walk doesn't hurt, but she definitely will want to get out of this inning. And she throws the first strike. Don't want to give Nimitz a chance to bring in that run, especially gaining a little momentum with two straight outs. Delivery. That one's inside. 3 balls and a strike. Again, a walk doesn't necessarily hurt on the scoreboard. But Guerrero looking to battle back here. Linzer. Good battle at the plate for Linzer. Draws a second walk, and that'll be the 4th walk of the game for Guerrero. Josephine Bildo coming up to the plate. Runners at the corner still. Bildo takes a chop, and that's going to land right. Center fielder can't make a play. Linzer will run into third. No play at home. That'll be a double. And it looks like a run. Linzer will end up scoring after all. On the error, the misplay, and they get that run back. A big triple by Josephine Bildo. An error, misplay by the center fielder. We have Guzman at the plate. Now with just a 2-point deficit for Nimitz, who battled back all the way. It's a big second inning here. And that one will be high and inside for the pitcher. Guerrero. That'll get tapped through. Guzman brings in the run, and now it's just a 1-run deficit. Ayana Garcia comes in, and Nimitz with 2 outs, once again, making a bit of a rally here, having their big inning here in the second, trying to tie this thing up. That'll be a first pitch strike. As Guzman slides back into first base. Garcia. Garcia squares up. That's a well outside. Guerrero got those two quick outs in a row, but the misplay by the center fielder. Calderon. And that'll be popped up. Foul. Led to a couple of runs on that misplay by Calderon there in center field. And now Nimitz just one run away from tying this up. Guerrero delivers. That's well outside. Having some difficulty finding control in her pitches. She's gotten some swings and misses, but also some balls rolling along the ground, some above the head. We have the 2-2. That one's going to get tapped, pop into the infield. And that'll be the third out of the inning. Sarah Sanchez comes in to end the inning, but Nimitz did their damage. Just a one-run deficit now after a four-run inning. And we have a 7-6 lead for Aldine, who are about to take their cuts at bat. Well, we'll be right back. Nimitz coming in here at defense. We've got Veronica Calderon coming into the plate. Hoping to get another big inning started for Aldine, and that'll be a first strike for Guzman. That'll be well outside. 1-1. Here comes the pitch. And that's going to get rolled along to Linzer, who can't control it. And that one will roll down. Had a chance in the infield, but the hard hit by Calderon. Too hot to handle for Linzer. And she'll be standing at first base. Celeste Meza coming in. Runner at first. Mesa shows bunt. It's a short bunt. Goes short. First base can't collect. Calderon will go to third. Mesa will go to second. Calderon will hold. The short bunt and the error gets runners at second and third. And Tatiana Barbosa comes in. That'll be a high pitch for a ball. Aldine, no outs, looking to turn this into a big inning. Already runners on second and third. Barbosa watching a second ball roll through. Barbosa gets the hit, rolls into the infield. Looks like a routine first out at first base, but the run will score and push that lead back up to 2. Calderon running in after getting this inning started. Stepping up is Steph Morales. Mishandled by the catcher. And Guzman will step back into the circle. Here's the delivery. Catcher sends Mesa back. And that was very close, very inside. And there might be a score here. And Mesa slides in. And another mistake. Lots of runners advancing due to defensive errors. Catcher misplaying a few. Infield misplaying. There's difficulty here by the defense as now lead is back up to 3 runs as Sarah Sanchez takes a big chop at the first pitch. A little bit of confusion. Safe at third. Morales.
3-1, right? Oh,
Another strike there for Guzman. Sarah Sanchez trying to bring that run in from third and got there on a little bit of a mishandle by the catcher, Abigail Ruiz. Guzman delivers a tie for a ball. First ball of the at-bat. Still just 1 out. And that is well outside. Again, control issues there in the circle. Delivery. Sarah Sanchez pops it up. And they get the catch on a bobble. Little bit of a dangerous situation there. 3 Lady Cougars basically converged on the same spot. But Ayana Garcia comes away with it, tapping it back up to herself. Emily Iracheta. And a screaming shot over to third base, but Alyssa Rocha standing right there. to stop that from getting in, and the inning is over. Aldine gets a few across, and it is 9-6. Alyssa Rocha coming into the plate. Just finished the inning on that hot corner catch. And she'll take ball one on the first pitch. Guerrero looking to. Rocha smokes that one up inside, just to the right of second base. It'll be a hard hit single. She stands safe at first. Defense to offense there for Rocha. Right now we've got Camila Reyna stepping in. Reyna watches ball one by Guerrero. Reyna, left-handed batter, getting ready to take the second pitch. She'll swing at it. It's a tapper, basically a bunt, but she's safe. She's safe on the slow roller shorter. And now runners at first and second. Giselle Guerrero comes in. Guerrero, the throw is behind. Runners will advance on the wild pitch. Jasmine Guerrero still having struggles with that control. Giselle Guerrero comes in at the plate. Lady Cougars trying to turn this into a big inning. A high pitch. Try to get that one to drop to the top of the strike zone, but well over. Jasmine Guerrero delivers well outside. Good reaction there by Asmi Shustari. Keep that one for being a wild pitch. And Guerrero gets ready to deliver again. That'll be a walk. Bases are loaded for Antonia Wilson.
And number 5, Antonia Wilson.
Bases loaded here, no outs, and this has the potential of being a very dangerous inning for Jasmine Guerrero, who throws a strike on the off-speed first pitch. She's going to need to find some more strikes there. She wants to limit the damage here in this inning. Guerrero going up against Wilson. Here's the delivery. Wilson swipes at it. That'll bring the run home, and it's another misplay. Sarah Sanchez can't get to it in the infield. Throws coming in. Safe at the plate. Camila Reyna runs in and is safe. That's 2 runs across. Little bit of an error there at shortstop, and still no outs. The throw itself was in time to home base, but the catcher couldn't handle it, couldn't get that tag in before the score. Now it is 9-8. Aldine still in the lead.
Coming to the plate, number 1, Abigail Reed.
But now they're scoring in the top of the third. Matched. Just a 1-run game. Abigail Ruiz digging in. Runners at second and third with a ball and a strike. Ruiz trying to bring these runners in. Still no outs. Ruiz watches that one high and outside. Guerrero desperately trying to find that first out of the inning. The swing smokes through on a hop. That should score both, as both Wilson and Guerrero come in easily. Ruiz is going to get all the way out to third. And the Lady Cougars take the lead there on that action. They've been battling back, but they'll have their second inning in a row of 4 runs.
Coming to the plate, number 2,
Stephanie
Stephanie Linzer.
Linzer trying to keep up the pressure here. Still 0 outs. Guerrero trying to get Aldine started defensively. But she'll miss there on a ball. Ruiz still standing there at third. Linzer trying to bring that run in with no outs. That'll be a strike. Just paints that top left corner. Guerrero's been looking for that all game. We'll see if she can make that more of a weapon. Guerrero. That'll be another ball.
Umpire, what's the count?
We got 2-1 here. That one's going to be inside. 3-1. Guerrero, once again, throwing herself into danger. Linzer already drawn 2 walks here, looking for a third. That'll be a second strike. Linzer trying to force Guerrero to throw another walk. Linzer's drawn 2 already so far in this game. And she'll take a swing. That'll roll through. Sarah Sanchez can't get the play on it, and another run will get across. Linzer gets to first base this time off of her own bat. She'll bring in the run, and now Nimitz has a 2-run lead with Josephine Bildo coming up to the plate.
Coming up to bat, Josephine Bildo, number 4.
And the line keeps moving for Nimitz. Still no outs. Bildo watches one go inside, and Linzer will stand up for the easy steal. Here comes the pitch. We've got a ball and a strike for Bildo. Linzer standing at second. Bildo watches that one cruise across for the high strike. We've got 1 and 2. Just one out. And that one's going to get smoked into that left field. Double stops, but Linzer is going to come in the RBI single by Josephine Bildo. And Nimitz trying to take advantage here, turning this into a huge half inning here in the bottom of the third. Officially the highest scoring inning for either team, with 6 runs here in the third. Guzman, Sarah Sanchez again can't handle it as Guzman gets that hit infield and will take first. Both of these teams very hot at the plate, but especially the Lady Cougars here as Ayana Garcia comes in, trying to keep this going. Just one out here for Aldine, as Nimitz has completely flipped the script. Slow strike one, a little off speed in that right corner. We got an 0-1. Runners at first and second. 1 strike. That's going to get hit foul. Now we have 2 strikes for Garcia. 1 out, 2 strikes. Nimitz has taken the lead here with a 6-run bottom of the third. Scores 12-9 as Garcia digs in. Guerrero rolls that one on the ground for a ball. Huge leadoff by Bildo. Basically was halfway between second and third. No play back to second as they're playing well wide of second base. Basically nobody in the gap between the shortstop and the second base. That's going to be another rolled ball. Runners will advance. Base runners basically having their way on both sides with this game. That one will be just foul. Try to roll it along that third base line. Can't keep it fair. Already 6 runs in this inning with only 1 out. Could be potentially very dangerous as we move forward. That'll be a strike there. We've got 2 and 2 for Ayana Garcia. Or that'll be a strikeout for Garcia. So second out, a big second out by Jasmine Guerrero, but she'll face off the batter that started off this run. Alyssa Rocha ended the top of the third with a great catch there at third base. Got the bottom of the third started.
There's only one out. There's one out.
Still just one out. Rocha sets up. She'll watch one go outside, and now it's 1-1. Excuse us. That strikeout was the first out of the inning. So definitely lots of potential. Rocha smokes that one, but can't keep it fair. Nearly pushed it into that gap in the left outfield, but the foul now is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch. Rocha smokes it into the other side, pushes that one right field, and 2 runs will come across. It's Guzman and Bildo run it in easily, pushing that lead 14-9. Very high-scoring affair so far. We've got 8 runs sent across here in the bottom of the third.
Place will be number 12, Camila Reyna.
Defense will talk amongst each other for Aldine. Meeting up in the circle. They're trying to get out of this inning that just won't seem to end. Right now, Camila Reyna trying to keep it going. There's still just 1 out. Rocha, the start of this inning, just got the 2 RBI single as the first pitch ends in a foul tip to that left side. Reyna. Calderon tried to make the effort. Meza. And this 8-run inning has potential to turn into more. That'll be well outside. We've got the 1-1. Reyna hits that one. It'll roll. And again, another misplay. But that'll be an out at second. Very clutch play by Sarah Sanchez. It nearly rolled through into the outfield, which could have been way worse. But she gets it in her glove and taps that glove on base before Rocha can get to second. So now 2 outs. Giselle Guerrero at the plate. Reyna at first. And Guerrero just needs 1 out to get out of this one. Aldine with a 5-run deficit now after this huge inning by the Lady Cougars. Sitting at 8 runs. Giselle Guerrero standing in. She'll watch a strike. Count is 1-1. Jasmine Guerrero desperately trying to get out of this one. And Guerrero rolls and misplayed at first. Guerrero's going to turn it into 2. Another error Looks like it was going to be a routine out to end the inning. And another misplay. There might be a run scored. And that's an out. Very clutch play to stop that run. Maybe had a chance if Reyna had slid in, but it doesn't matter. 8 runs still on the board to take the lead and build a lead of their own. It is now 14-9 in favor of the Nimitz Lady Cougars. We'll be back. Jasmine Guerrero coming in here. And she'll take the pitch inside for the first pitch of this half inning. Lady Mustang's going to try to put some momentum together, try to earn their way back into this game. Going down 5 after building up a lead and holding that lead for most of this game so far. That bottom of the third, a big one for the Lady Cougars. Another pitch outside. The 3 balls and no strikes here for the leadoff batter. And that'll be a swing and a miss. Nice pitch there by Guzman. That one will be outside. Should be a walk here, and it will be. Jasmine Guerrero works a walk. On the last thing Nimitz needs is to have a tough start to this inning. Don't want to let too many runners on with no outs. Natalie Asmi-Shustari watches a well outside pitch for the first pitch of this at-bat. Asmi-Shustari takes a big chop, but it's a swing and a miss. As Guzman forces the first strike. The windup. Another swing and a miss. Had a little bit of a sweeping action there on that pitch. And now we have 1 and 2. And here it comes. That one is inside. scraping on top of the shoelaces. And now the count is tied at 2-2. Guzman. That'll be a ball. Good eye there by Esmi Shustari. We have a full count. That's going to be inside. Shaving close to the hands. And it should be a walk here. She'll take it. So 2 free bases to start off with no outs. Very difficult situation here for Nimitz as Leilani Fortunella steps up to the plate. Runners at first and second after the first 2 batters walk. And we'll start off with a strike, clipping that right side of the strike zone. That's going to be a hit. Misplayed. Once again, Linzer tried to flip that over to third. But now we'll have bases loaded situation. Tried to get the force out there at third. Rocha wasn't ready for it. Rolls out of play. And now bases are loaded.
Number 10, Veronica Calderon.
Still no outs. Veronica Calderon steps into the box. Bases loaded here in the top of the 4th. A high pitch is for a ball. Calderon wanting to get a good hit here, potentially bring in 2. Depending on the play of the defense, both teams have really allowed a lot of runs just from their play in the field. And that'll be a second ball. A lot of misplays, missed catches and throws and errors led to a good amount of these runs. The bats are working, but defense for both sides definitely struggling here. So that'll be another pitch outside, 3rd ball in a row. Nimitz in danger of walking a run home. And that is a wild pitch, but it will be a walk anyways. And that run will score. 14-10, Nimitz in danger of a big inning. The tying run is now at the plate as Celeste Meza steps in. Base is still loaded. Can't find the strike zone. Guzman trying to find this strike zone for the Lady Mustangs. Aldine has been very patient, very strong plate discipline here. They've worked a lot of walks. That'll be a strike there. And Guzman trying to get some more strikes in, allow her defense to make plays. There's a force out at every plate, even at home. But that'll be a 3rd ball, and again, at risk of walking a run home. The pitch, and another walk, and another run comes across. Aldine battling their way back. And Nimitz will get a change here at pitcher. So while the new pitcher warms up, Josephine Bildo, we'll take a break. Another bit of a misplay, and that'll be a run that runs in on the error. And Aldine, Aldine now at a 12-1. Let me see. Let me be this here. So now we've got a 14-12 lead for Nimitz. And that'll be a ball thrown high. That one will roll. And that one's going to roll behind a wild pitch and another. No, that's going to be an out. Thought a run was going to come across. But that's the first out of the inning. Gosh. Three. Mhm. All right. So after walk, another ball, but the steal will come across and no attempt from the catcher release. Try to mark that down. We got Stephen Morales there at the plate. Aldine with one out, trying to turn this into a big inning. Josephine Bildo standing in at pitcher, making the change. Still having some difficulties. That'll be a hit by pitch. Runners will stay where they're at. No wild pitch. That clips the ankle of Morales. Sarah Sanchez watches a ball. First pitch, bases loaded. That one will roll across, past ball, and another score here. Calderon gets across. Mesa, excuse me. Sarah Sanchez standing with 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out, and just a 1-run deficit for the Lady Mustangs. Well outside. And Bildo also displaying some difficulties with control here. That'll be another walk. So many walks here for Nimitz. Just allowing free bases, just giving them away. Emily Iricheta comes in at the plate. Iricheta watches ball 1 roll out, but runners stay put. Bildo delivers. That hit will smoke through the third baseman's glove. Between the wickets, rolls into the outfield. And now it's a tie game.
Number 2, Jasmine Guerrero.
Jasmine Guerrero steps in. That one is the first ball. Two balls, no strikes. Bildo trying to get this over the plate. Set up. Another roller. Good stop there by Ruiz. But again, 3 balls, no strikes, bases loaded, 1 out, and could potentially give up the lead. A 5-run inning working for Aldine, and that is going to be what happens. The walk will come in, a 6th run for Aldine. How many of these have been errors or walks? But they'll take the lead back 15-4, and we'll just switch right back. No, we'll make another switch. It seems that, okay, yes, Alondra Guzman will step back into the circle.
Number 8, Natalie Ishustar.
Bildo gave it a chance, but she'll go back to the first base. Izumi Shustari will watch a ball. Izumi Shustari watches another ball. Nimitz working with fine margins. They don't want this one to get away. Still 1 out, 2 balls, a 3rd ball, and a wild pitch, and another score. Sarah Sanchez runs that one in. And still the risk of a walk bringing in a run with runners at 2nd and 3rd. That'll be a foul tip for the first strike. Izumi Shustari watches another walk come in. And again, the danger
Number 7, Leilani Fortanella.
returns. Leilani Fortanella, bases loaded. She'll watch 2 balls in a row. Guzman could potentially walk in a run here. She's not careful. And she has thrown 3 balls in a row. Pitching and defense really struggling here for both teams. And a 4th ball, that'll be a walk. Aldine not even really having to use their bats much here, as they've scratched across 8 runs.
Number 10, Veronica Calderon.
Veronica Calderon at the plate. Here's a pitch, another ball. Oh, a strike here, that top right corner. Looks like it could have been a little bit outside, but it just scrapes that strike zone. Calderon working with one strike, one out for the Lady Mustangs. A run will score as Jasmine Guerrero comes in. Another wild pitch, and it's now 18 to 14 in favor of the Aldine Lady Mustangs. Calderon watches a strike, and now the count is 1-2. Guzman looking to get that second out of the inning. Calderon. That one's well high, another wild pitch, but runners cannot advance. As Mishu Stari wanted to turn that into a score, but good recovery there by Abigail Ruiz. Another wild pitch, and that'll be a standing score for Natalie Azamishu Stari.
Oh, it is. It's 0. I'm sorry. What? It is 3-2. Okay.
Double-digit runs here in the top of the fourth as Aldine has basically repeated the run that Nimitz went on, going from down
Number 13, Celeste Meza.
to now up 5. Celeste Meza comes in. She'll hit it out at home as Mishu Stari took off. Third baseman Alyssa Rocha stayed focused, saw her take off, and got it right to home.
11, Tatiana Barbosa.
Tatiana Barbosa comes up to the plate. She'll watch one roll through. Runners will stay. Score is 19 to 14, Aldine. 10 runs here in the top of the fourth. 2 outs. But Aldine looking dangerous as Barbosa takes another ball. Guzman gets a strike on that inside corner. First strike. That one's going to be a short hit. And Rocha tries to get the out at third on the slow roller, but nobody's out.
Number 9, Steph Morales.
Steph Morales steps in. And that delivery creeps up inside, close to that helmet face mask area. We'll have the 2-0. That'll roll along the ground. Now we have 3-0, 2 outs. Nimitz desperately trying to get a third out and get out of this inning that's already reached double digits. 10 runs in the inning. Guzman throws a strike there. And that'll be the final out of the inning. Caught in between there. Celeste Mesa didn't get back to second. Thought it was a walk, so she stayed at third. Nimitz noticed, picked her off at second base, and stop an inning that potentially could have gotten much, much, much worse. But still, 10 runs in the top of the fourth for the Aldine Lady Mustangs as they take a 19-14 lead. We're back here in the bottom of the fourth. Nimitz, Antonia Wilson takes a big chop at the first pitch, and that'll be strike one. Aldine came all the way back, scored 10 runs, went from down 5 to up 5 in a big swing there in the top of the fourth. And the Lady Cougars looking to battle back. Antonia Wilson will hit it right back to the pitcher, and it'll skip through. And she's safe on first base. Pitcher got a glove on it, but it skipped straight through.
Our next batter will be number 1, Abigail Reese.
Abigail Ruiz will come up to the plate after defense holds a meeting in circle. Just a quick meetup. Aldine knows they want to hold on to this lead. Worked really hard. Lots of walks there in the top of the fourth. They don't want to give it up easily. They got a leadoff hit standing at first. Now Ruiz will tap it. It goes deep. Misplayed in the outfield by Leilani Fortunella. And a slide into third base. Antonia Wilson will stay in third base, but a big double by Ruiz. Off the glove of Fortunella there in left field.
And now at bat number 2, Stephanie Linzer.
Stephanie Linzer stepping in. Batters at second and third. She'll tap it in. That should be a run score. And she'll be out at first base. So the first out, run still scores from third. And,
Number 4, Josephine Bildo.
and now we have Josephine Bildo stepping in. She'll watch a ball outside. Jasmine Guerrero working with one out and a runner at third. Bildo trying to bring that run home. That'll roll along the ground. Bildo sets up. A big hit. Bildo. It's a hard hit single. And big hit by Guzman. So, our apologies. We've got a name correction here. We've got Josephine Bilal, number 4. She is the one that knocks the double. That's going to get popped and can't bring it in. Nearly had the second out of the bottom of the 4th. But now, still 19-15, Bilal at third base. Ayana Garcia sitting in that batter's box. The delivery, that's going to get smoked foul. Garcia digs in. Guerrera. That'll clip along the ground. Runners stay. Garcia takes a big swing and a miss, and that'll be a strikeout. Second out of the inning. Now we'll have Alyssa Rocha stepping in. Still trying to bring in Bilal from third base. And here's the pitch, well outside. Rocha already made pretty big impact offensively, starting off the big run at the bottom of the 3rd, and then delivering later again when the lineup turned over. Rocha, another high pitch by Guerrero. She's got 2 outs. And Nimitz have scored just 1 run here in the bottom of the 4th. But Guerrero looking to get them out of this inning. That's going to go over the head of Rocha, who has to duck underneath. Bit of a wild attempt on the off-speed pitch. But now, Guerrero working with 3 balls and no strikes. 2 outs in the inning to Rocha. Alyssa Rocha hits one into the gap. That's going to land and definitely be multiple bases. We'll see how many it turns into, as 2 will score. Bilal and Guzman will get in home, and Alyssa Rocha stands alone at second base. Camila Reyna, left-handed hitter, will step in.
Pardon me? Hold on, let me look. I had 2 score. I don't know. They had the main score over there. I don't.
been scoring.
Okay, gotcha. I missed one coming in. I apologize. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. That's why they're supposed to be keeping score, not me. I'm just supposed to put it in there. I'm first you.
Well, now we've got a 19 to 18. Can't get stopped. What's the call?
What's the call? Out. He called it out.
Called out at first base.
He called it out. What's going on? Okay, 1918.
We're going to the top of the fifth. So third out, called at first base. Reyna tried to get in after the drop, but Aldine had enough time to recover, get that out, and we'll leave the fourth inning with a 19 to 18 lead for Aldine. First pitch is in. All right. Now, Aldine stepping in. Things got dangerous. Now only have a 1-run lead here at the top of the fifth. But Steph Morales leading off, hoping to get now Guzman here in the top of the fifth. Nimitz. It's a close game, but very high scoring. This is the first walk of the game.
Number one, Sarah Sanchez.
And now Sarah Sanchez waiting to get in. First pitch is a ball. To the leadoff walk. Another ball. Another ball, 3 straight. Now, the walk issue could potentially continue for Nimitz. That'll be another walk. Runners at first and second. Nimitz really just giving away a lot of open bases, free bases. Guzman not able to get any control, and she'll throw another ball. Struggling to throw strikes here, and defense isn't getting a chance to get outs because the ball hasn't rolled in play. That one gets rolled over, stays out. Emily Urcheta. Urcheta's hit in the ankle. Well, she'll leg it out to first base on the walk. Bases loaded, or the hit by pitch rather. Jasmine Guerrero will step in, left-hander's box. Delivery comes. It's outside. Ball 1. Bases loaded, can't afford another walk. Still no outs here in the top of the 5th. Aldine looking to get another big inning. That strike will come in. Good pitch there by Guzman. A wild pitch, looks like an out at the plate. Looks like Morales tried to sneak that one in there on the wild pitch, but a good recovery by Ruiz. Saves that score and snags the first out for Nimitz. A big first out. Now, a walk does not score a run. They're still looking to find strikes here. Pitch delivery hit right back to the pitcher. That'll go to first base. A run will score, but that second out could play large in this inning. So, first run at the top of the 5th. Natalie Azimi Shustari. Pitch comes, that's high. Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Just 1 run on the board. Looks like it could have gotten much worse, but a couple of good plays by the defense. But that one will smoke through right in front of that third base line. It'll be a double roller. The RBI double brings in the second run of the inning for Aldine. Leilani Fortunella coming in with a runner at second and a 3-run lead here in the top of the fifth. 2 runs already across, but 2 outs. Here it comes. Another hit right to the shortstop. And it's safe, no tag. And that'll be called safe. Azumi Shistari safe at third on the slide. Linzer tried to get that dish off over to Alyssa Rocha. But now the Blues will have a discussion and confirm that Azumi Shustari is indeed safe at third base. So runners at the corners. Lady Mustangs with a 3-run lead, scoring 2 runs here in the inning. Got 2 outs, but they've got runners at the corners. Azumi Shustari standing at third, potential to come in. Good stop by Ruiz. Could have been a wild pitch. There is a steal. Wild pitch is stopped by Ruiz. So just a well outside ball. Runners stay. And that wild pitch will get across. Safe for Azumi Shistari. Now the score is 22-18. 3 runs have come across here in the top of the fifth. That's a big swing by Veronica Calderon. It's going foul. Aldine trying to add on here in this inning, extend that lead. Nimitz struggling to throw strikes here. Done a good job getting those first 2 outs. Then a few runs came across. Now have a chance to get the 3rd out of the inning. 3-1 here. 3-2 to Veronica Calderon. Guzman trying to get this 3rd out. 4-point lead for Aldine. Here's the payoff. And that'll be a walk. Looks like it was close. Calderon wanted to swing. She holds back. Now we've got runners at the corners again. Celeste Meza will come in, looking to bring that runner home. That'll be a wild pitch to flex off the ump. And now, runners at second and third with Meza up to bat. That one is high. Second ball. 2 balls, no strikes for Meza. Guzman rolls this one on the ground. Nice stop by Ruiz. And that'll be 3 straight balls. First base is open. But again, a bases loaded situation. That'll be a walk. Clearly too many walks, as that's how Aldine has done a lot of their damage. Got Tatiana Barbosa here. Another ball. That is a passed ball out of the catcher's glove, but runners will stay. No opportunity to score. Fortunella standing at third. A walk brings her in as bases are loaded. And Guzman still having difficulty finding the strike zone. Score stands at 22-18, and that will be a bowling ball to bring in a run. It's now 23-18. Catcher's meeting. Infield will come in. Guzman walking a lot of batters here. Got to 2 outs. But still, difficulty putting this inning away as Aldine slowly creates more distance. First pitch strike. This 2-out rally here, extending the lead. It's now 23-18. Still 2 outs. Steph Morales at the plate. Guzman delivers. That's inside. It's finding a lot of difficulties finding this strike zone. 3 balls, 1 strike. Might just walk home another run, but that is a strike. We have a full count. 1 pitch could mean either a run or the end of the inning. And that is a strikeout. Guzman with a huge strikeout to get him out of the inning. Damage is done. Aldine takes a 23-18 lead as we go into the bottom of the 5th. Alright, stepping in, Ayana Richard. Ayana Richard takes a first pitch ball. Jasmine Guerrero trying to hold on to this 23-18 lead. Looking to hopefully turn it into a quick inning. Another rolling bowling ball. And we have 2-0. So, really high scoring, especially in these last couple innings. However, the bats haven't been as active as you would think based on the score, as Richard gets a hit there and speeds her way to first base.
Number 5, Antonia Wilson.
Antonia Wilson coming in after Richard. The leadoff single. The pitch. And the steal. She's safe. Richard safe at second base. Wilson watches a ball roll through. Richard standing in between second and third, daring Aldine to try to pick her off at second base. Now he got 2 balls and no strikes. Guerrero misses on that one. 3 balls and no strikes. No outs. Runner at second. Wilson swings and misses for the first strike. Wilson, after the swing and miss, steps in with a 3-1 count, no outs. And another miss, and that'll be a walk. Ball 4. Runners at first and second.
Coming to the plate, number 1, Abigail Reese.
Abigail Reese coming in. Delivers the hit softly in between shortstop and third. A little bit of a misplay in the outfield. Wilson gets into third. Reese gets to second. And the run gets home as Nimitz gets one back. 23-19. Stephanie Linzer stepping in. Linzer watches strike 1, top of the zone. Linzer trying to bring the runner home from third. The ball rolls in. The runner will come home, and it's over. 2 runs will come home. Linzer will run all the way to third base. Ball has not been collected yet. A little bit of a collision with the catcher. But everyone is safe. Still no outs. Linzer at third.
Number 4, Josephine Palau.
Linzer standing at third. Josephine Bilal getting ready to take her cuts. It's now a 23-21 deficit for Nimitz. Have very quickly cut into that lead, trying to match the 4 runs that Aldine scored in the top of the 5th. Linzer at third could potentially mark that matching run. Here's the pitch. Well outside. Guerrero not able to find the strike zone. Both pitchers not throwing many strikes anymore. Elevated pitch counts. Lots of walks, lots of hits, lots of scoring. Both teams over 20. As we've got a hit into left field. Nice little tap by Bilal. Fakes out to second. But she'll stand at first after getting the RBI single. They've matched the 4 runs from the top of the 5th by Aldine. And Alondra Guzman will be trying to tie this game up, or at least put Nimitz in a position to potentially tie it up. The high pitch goes over the head, and now it is the second ball of the at-bat. No strikes, no outs. No, Nimitz has a chance to tie this game up. Runner at first. Runner steals. She'll get in standing up, as the gap in between the shortstop and the second baseman has proven to be kind of unfortunate for Aldine. Steals have gotten in relatively easily. And that one's going to be a rocket. It'll tip foul. But a big swing by Guzman. She wanted all of that one, but couldn't straighten it out. Just pushed it a little too far to that right side. Guzman takes the walk. Now runners are at first and second. Looks like Guzman actually still has one pitch that will drop. That'll go over the head. Misplayed by the right fielder, Mia Bonilla. Guzman could turn this into a triple, and she does. So an RBI triple on the game-tying hit by Alondra Guzman. Ayana Garcia will try to bring Guzman in to take the lead after the big delivery by Guzman. A triple into right field over the head of Mia Bonilla. And that's going to roll in front of Garcia for ball 3. Garcia runners on third. Guzman on third. Garcia at the plate. Tied 23-23. She'll get the hit off into the outfield. That run will score easily on the single by Ayana Garcia. Alondra Guzman comes in to score. And now Alyssa Rocha comes in to see if she can deliver a big hit as well. Guzman doing her best to help herself out on the other side of things. Pitching not going well for either team. So both teams resolving to come out on offense and put a real effort on. 24 to 23, the Nimitz Lady Cougars take the lead here at home. What high pitch? Try to get that curve down. Nimitz has taken the lead. Battled back several different times. No lead has been safe here in this game. Got 6 runs here in the bottom of the 5th. And that'll be another ball. Three balls. No strikes, no outs. Already 6 runs in the inning for Nimitz to take the lead. Rocha ropes that one into the outfield. Garcia is going to score. And Rocha is going to get into second. A close play. No, Rocha on the RBI double gives them a 2-run lead. 7 runs in the inning. Azimi Shustari and the defense come in to talk to Guerrero. It's been a very tough game for both defenses. And while the offense, the hitting has been pretty good, I have to give more credit to the opposing defenses on each team. It's making a lot of mistakes that have led to these runs. Nimitz finally getting some hits here. That's tipped foul. As Camila Reyna steps into that left-hander's box. Reyna watches Guerrero's pitch, and he'll stay high. Standing at 1-1. The 1-1 is inside. Reyna wants to get a hit into the outfield. Sizable gap between left and center. That'll be a swing and a miss. Second strike. Count is tied up at 2-2. Still no outs. Nimitz has taken the lead with a 7-run inning. 25 to 23. Finally some swinging coming in. Lots of walks from both teams, but that'll be a strikeout. And that run will come in. Garcia, the passed ball on the would have been a third strike, but the ball hits the dirt. Reyna advances, gets all the way to second base on an error, and the run scores the 8th of the inning, matching their highest from the bottom of the 3rd. Now, Ayanna Richard coming back in. Started off the inning, made it to first base, and the line has kept chugging. It's now 8 runs on the board, still no outs. Basically, everyone who's been on base has scored. Aldine could have had their first out on a potential strikeout, but couldn't finish the play at first after the ball hit the dirt. And now, still no outs. Another high thrown ball. Richard wanting to get a hit in the outfield to potentially bring home Reyna. That hit will stay infield. Misplayed by shortstop. And runners are safe.
Number 5, Antonia Wilson.
Antonia Wilson with runners at the corners. That ball is outside. Here comes the pitch. That one's low, but we'll have a steal. Richard comes in uncontested. And that'll be a ball. 3 balls, no strikes and no outs. Runners at second and third. Antonia Wilson hits that straight to third base. Throw comes across, and it is not secured. Reyna will come in for the score. Nobody out. Runners still at the corners. The run scores. Everybody who's seen the batter's box has now come across to score in this inning. And now the coach will have a discussion here in the circle with her team who have let the lead fall apart. And now Nimitz is building up a lead of their own. 9 runs already. Every batter has scored. And now, with 9 runs in the inning, they hold a 27-23 lead. Lady Cougars over the Lady Mustangs. Long talk by the Aldine coach. Right now, runners at either corner. Antonia Wilson at first, Ayana Richard at third. And now Abigail Ruiz comes in. That curve. That's going to get thrown out. First out at the plate. Richard got a little greedy there. Waited until the throw got out to third base.
What's the count? Ref, what's the count?
Another ball. Runner at second after the out. And Ruiz launches that one up to the left field and is caught by the left fielder. Second out. The score is still 27-23. Stephanie Linzer comes up to the plate. Linzer watches that one fall low. 2 outs in the inning. Every batter has already been up to the plate and back home in this inning. As they scored 9, basically without an out, and now they sit here with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Linzer gets a high pop fly. It's not chased down. That's going to be extra bases. Potentially a score here. Wilson's going to turn the corner. Linzer's going to stay at third on a deep triple into right field. Push that score 28-23. Josephine Bilal steps up to the plate. That'll be a strike on the first pitch of the at-bat. Still 2 outs, but now Nimitz has gotten their first double-digit inning of the game, standing at 10 runs here in the bottom of the 5th. Another strike, and very quickly Bilal is down 0-2. Bilal hoping to keep this inning going. Payoff pitch is behind the batter. Bilal takes the ball. 1-2. Here comes another ball. Count tied up 2-2. Bilal battling back here in the count. Bilal swings at that one, squeezes through the gap in the infield. Thinks about turning it into 2, but defense covers up. Score is 29-23, still 2 outs. And Alondra Guzman comes up to the plate. After the single, the RBI single, Guzman watches strike 1, and the steal sees Bilal safely at second. We've got an 0-1 count after strike 1 on the first pitch to Guzman. So no balls, 1 strike. Count is tied 1-1. Guzman already has brought a pretty big hit. She'll watch second ball. Guzman trying to keep this inning alive. Three balls and just one strike. Looking for a pitch to do something with. Guzman watches. That'll turn into a walk. I think Bilau's going to have to go back on the walk. I don't know, maybe on the wild pitch. She was allowed to advance. But now we've got runners in the corners. It's Ayana Garcia. A steal attempt. They'll have to go third, and now runners are at second and third for Ayana Garcia. Garcia looking to bring the runners home, or at least keep the inning going. That ball, no play in foul territory. But Garcia now 11 runs in the inning. Garcia at the plate. She'll get the hit away. It looks like Guzman may have dodged the tag there in between second and third base. Ref won't confirm a call. It looks like she did dodge that. Refs are going to... Blues are going to go and discuss. Alright, we'll be right back while they discuss. Us is out. We won't be going to break. Refs decide that's an out, and that's the end of the inning. So we will get a break now that we figured out what happened. All right, we're getting started here with the top of the sixth inning. game slowed down to a crawl there, a whole lot of walks. And now we've got a 1-1 for the top of the order. Just kidding. Sarah Sanchez. Sarah Sanchez gets a big hit. Miss. Oh, and a catch there by Ayana Garcia. Stops the potential multiple base hit. Got a little dangerous. It seemed she may have misread the path, but recovered there at the very end to bring that one in. And now, one out, one quick out. That swing will stay in. Fair ball. That'll turn into an out. The ball sneaks away. Or safe. Excuse me. Safe. The ball sneaks away out of the glove. A strike. And that pass will go through. Safe at third. Another pitch. That's going to be a ball. Another pitch. That's going to be outside. And the walk. Standing up is Natalie Azimi Shustari. She'll watch a ball, and the steal attempt is easy for Jasmine Guerrero. Azimi Shustari there for run scored. The out, second out of the inning, but still a run scored. Two. That's the third out of the top of the sixth. And we'll be going to break. right, and we're back. Alyssa Rocha will lead off at the bottom of the sixth inning. Bottom of the sixth here. It's been a very long game. You can see it's turned into a battle of attrition. Rocha looks at another ball. Rocha watches another ball. Guerrero. Rocha taps that one out. That's gonna land safely in Mia Bonilla's glove there in right field. First out. Defense starting to make those plays that they weren't making earlier. Here in the bottom of the sixth.
Yes, we're in the top of the sixth. I hope. Hope the score doesn't go by like 6. If not, yes, we're bottom of the seventh. I hope the score. I mean, I already the coach.
And that's going to land foul. Swing and a miss by Camila Reyna, who is now at the plate with one out. Got a 30-24 Nimitz lead. The delivery and another ball, or a ball, first ball, the at bat. The pitch, slow tapper, infield, running back, another strong catch this time. Looks like Iracheta. They're at second base, scooting back to make that catch. And now we've got 2 outs in the inning. Looking to make the 6th inning a short one. Now we have Ayana Richard. She'll take a swing at it, and that should be a routine for third out.
If I hit the wrong button and I hit, oh, I need to give Nimitz 4 points. Now you're going to get the whole damn more if they score every 2 innings. How do I get 4 points?
And now we're going into the top of the 7th inning, final inning of the game, 30-24. Nimitz ahead. We'll be right back. Now we're back. Veronica Calderon for the Aldine Lady Mustangs.
Thank you, darling. I mean, the man scored. You're just now in the top.
Getting ready to lead off here in the top of the seventh. Nimitz has a 30-24 lead, but the defense has definitely tightened up here in the sixth. Little bit of a quicker inning. The fourth and fifth inning, definitely the longest of the game. And then Calderon will get to first safely. A little bit of a mishandle by Rocha. Nimitz looking to hold on to the lead. This could be the final inning if they hold on to this lead. If they allow Aldine to come back around, that pitch going to Celeste Meza. Nimitz trying to prevent from going back out onto the field for offense. They don't want another at bat. They'll try to end this game here, and that'll be a long way towards it with a strike there by Guzman to Meza. Another throw right to the first baseman. Might be two. There's one. Won't turn into two, but they'll get the play at second base. And that'll be the first out of the inning. Just two away from the end of this game. Another hit to infield and another out at second base with no play at first. Two outs. Now they're just one away. After some of the longest innings of the game, the sixth and the seventh have gone by pretty quickly. Final out for the Lady Mustangs. Steph Morales looking to extend this game. She's got a runner on first. And that'll be a ball as Barbosa steals second. Barbosa standing at second with Morales here at home plate. That'll be inside and low for ball two. Runner at second, a 30-24 lead. The 2-1 is a strike. Now, potentially the final strike. Just one more strike for Morales. She wants to keep this game alive. Here it comes. That hit. Going to center field, and it's caught, and that's the end of this game. Nimitz wins 30-24. Lots of scoring, lots of errors by the defense, but it finally comes to an end. This game that started at 11:30 comes to an end here at 2:46 as we have a 30-24 victory for the Lady Cougars over the Lady Mustangs. Thank you for watching. It's been Trenton Whiting with the call. Have a good afternoon.